And it seems The Simpsons just can't wait for next season to deal with Donald Trump. The Simpsons released this video online tonight.
Excellent question. Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president. Now, in conclusion, my administration will focus on the 3 R's: reading, writing, and refilling the ocean. Thank you very much.
This cartoon from the 90s has been secretly predicting the world's worst nightmares, which are all coming true. For years, this cartoon has predicted the future with surprising accuracy, starting with the looming World War III.
Wake up, everybody! It's World War III!
To Kamala Harris's presidential bid and the black holes.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
The Simpsons got it right. But what's next? Will The Simpsons' prediction of a global flu outbreak happen in 2024? Can we expect a significant economic downturn, just like in the show? Join us as we explore the scary Simpsons predictions that have already come true and what's still to come. The Fate of America. Despite being released in 1994, Lisa vs. Malibu Stacy proved to be an episode that held a lot of relevance for viewers in 2023. Not only did it preface the fanfare surrounding Barbie, but it also subtly hinted at Donald Trump's arrest. On the 24th of August, the former president of the United States surrendered himself to authorities after being indicted on charges relating to racketeering. Quite hilariously, Lisa vs. Malibu Stacy sees newsreader Kent Brockman speak at great length about the popularity of the playthings before offhandedly closing the broadcast with a brief mention that the president was arrested.
And the president was arrested for murder.
While vague, it could be viewed that the episode not only predicted the craze of Barbie, but even foreshadowed the social response that starkly contrasted between the political bombshell and the Barbie fanfare. Maybe Trump is not the only politician viewed in The Simpsons mirror. His current opponent, Kamala Harris's presidential bid, has been seen written on the walls. Given the satirical nature of The Simpsons, it is perhaps no surprise that as global politics and the world grow stranger by the day, more and more moments from the animated series come to fruition. One of the latest examples concerns Kamala Harris's recent nomination as the presidential candidate of the Democratic Party in the wake of Biden's decision to step down from the campaign. In the season 11 episode, Bart to the Future, visions of Bart's future show Lisa Simpson becoming the first straight female US president. While it would be premature to claim that The Simpsons has predicted in this regard, her purple outfit and white necklace in the episode are eerily similar to Kamala Harris's attire. Series writer and showrunner Al Jean took to X to express his pride in being connected to the prediction and what it could mean for the upcoming election. The bloody billboards. One of the most terrifying real-life imitations of The Simpsons is the bloody billboards. A hilarious exaggeration of cartoon violence, particularly pointed towards series like Tom and Jerry, The Simpsons. The Itchy and Scratchy Show stands as one of the show's most shocking and hilarious ongoing gags. In Season 4's 6th episode, Bart Simpson is punished for his bad behavior and negligence, with Homer refusing to let him see the episode's titular film. As part of the marketing for the cartoon movie, a billboard is established in Springfield that sees Scratchy being decapitated with blood spraying from the poster. The gag was as crudely humorous as it was realistically impractical. At least that's what many would have initially thought. As part of the promotion for Quentin Tarantino's revenge thriller Kill Bill, an advertisement in New Zealand saw the bride, Uma Thurman, posing with her sword as blood sprayed from her blade. And beyond the margins of the billboard, covering the wall and the street. America's triumph through The Simpsons mirror. Another shocking prediction is America winning the gold medal in curling. Everyone loves an underdog story, and The Simpsons were able to predict the most unlikely of tales in the season 21 episode, Boy Meets Curl. Released in 2010, it centers on Homer and Marge as their search for a fun date takes them to the winter sport of curling. Teaming up with Agnes and Seymour Skinner, they are brought into the US Olympics team for the sport and embark on an incredible run to win gold. While the episode was released in conjunction with the 2010 Winter Olympics in Canada, it would be 8 years later that the prediction would come to fruition when America took home gold at the 2021 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. Like in Boy Meets Curl, the Americans had to topple Sweden to emerge victorious. Ebola virus struck The Simpsons before us. Has the Ebola virus been predicted by The Simpsons? Lisa's Sax is an episode that tells the origin story of Lisa's love for the musical instrument. In one scene, Bart is shown sick and feeling down, so Marge attempts to cheer him up by reading a strangely titled book. The book, titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus, is a strange narrative choice considering Ebola wouldn't be widely known until the outbreak in 2000, and then again in 2014. The Ebola outbreak back in 2000 made headlines for claiming the lives of 254 people in the Republic of Congo and 224 more in Uganda. It's bizarre to see the disease featured on The Simpsons, as it was still relatively unknown by the time the episode premiered. It's a shaky connection, but some loyal fans are still willing to make and point out. Robots to take over libraries. Have you ever imagined robots as librarians? Well, it would make sense that Lisa's Wedding, an episode that's essentially a flash forward into the future, would have many Simpsons predictions. It's centered on Lisa's experience with a fortune teller who predicts that she will fall in love and marry an upper-crust Englishman named Hugh Parkfield, whom she'll meet at her future university. In that future, librarians have been replaced with robots. In 2016, some brilliant Aberystwyth University students did exactly that by building a prototype for a library robot that can walk around and assist people. The robot's name might sound familiar, as it's also called Hugh. Hugh's job is to listen to a person's request, find the book, and deliver the book to them. With recent advancements in robotics, it's safe to assume this will be a reality for many libraries around the world soon enough. While these predictions might sound interesting, let's explore some of the bizarre predictions. Never-ending wars. One of the darkest Simpsons predictions dates back in time to November 1987, when the show was just in its second season. On November 22, 1987, The Simpsons released the 16th short of the series. It was titled World War III. Until today, it remains one of the most uncanny episodes ever released. Although it was masked as satire, the episode followed the story of Homer Simpson as he tried to prepare his family for the Third World War. It opens with Homer frantically waking up everyone in the house with an alarm that World War III had started and the bombs were dropping. Thankfully, everyone was able to make it into the bomb shelter within just 18 seconds. But then Homer revealed that he was only joking, and that there were, in fact, no bombs dropping. But could this seemingly satirical episode be a premonition of things to come? Could this Simpsons episode become reality, just like others before it? Many people would love to think so. While World War III might not have occurred, there are shocking internal conflicts in nations of the world. In Myanmar, the Israeli-Palestinian War, the Russia-Ukraine War, and the war in Sudan. Is this reality masked in fiction? The invasion of Mars. The Apple Vision Pro, Trump's presidential ambition, and World War III all seem like pretty fascinating predictions. But this next one knocks it right out of the park. On March 13, 2016, episode 16 of The Simpsons' 27th season aired. It was titled The Margian Chronicles, and it featured one of the most interesting predictions ever made by the show. In this episode, Homer Simpson and his family are selected for a special program that will take them on a spaceflight to the planet Mars. After surviving a simulated habitat for a week, all the males proved to be quite useless for the project. Lisa and Marge, on the other hand, proved to be highly skilled, and they made it through the final selection. Unfortunately, the engines failed to ignite when it was time for liftoff, and it was later revealed that the project as a whole had been fake from the very beginning. However, the twist in the story was that Marge and Lisa eventually made it to Mars. Although it would eventually happen in 2051, how does this relate to real life? That's where Elon Musk comes in. At this point, it isn't news that the SpaceX CEO is on a mission to colonize Mars and transform the inhabitable red planet into our second home. But what most people don't know is that in 2020, Musk revealed his plans to launch the first crewed mission to Mars. In a December interview with Matthias Dupfner, the CEO of Axel Springer SE, a German media company, Musk stated that he was highly confident that SpaceX would launch people toward the Red Planet in 2026. But luck might even be as early as 2024 if luck was on their side. Sadly, SpaceX didn't get that lucky. In 2023, Musk revealed that Mars enthusiasts may need to wait longer to visit the Red Planet, as it might take another 3 to 4 years before the dream becomes reality. He also revealed that with the development of his new Starship rocket, life on Mars could be right at our fingertips. Imagine being able to book an interplanetary flight from our green Earth to places that are light years away. It could be the singular most monumental achievement in human history. Who knows? Maybe by 2051, there will be more Mars cities than anyone can count. At least by then, the Simpsons will be able to say, "We told you so." The mystery language. Baby talk is one of the most adorable things in the world. But sadly, no one has any idea what these little cuties talk about. But what if we could? What if humans could actually decrypt the babblings of a little baby? The Simpsons saw this coming many years ago, and they foretold its invention. In the final episode of the show's 3rd season, titled "Brother, Can You Spare a Dime?", Homer's half-brother Herb invents a gizmo that could translate a baby's words. At the start of the episode, Herb, who had lost his fortune in an earlier episode, approached Homer to lend him $2,000 to develop a new product, which could translate a baby's babblings into real words. The idea turned out to be quite successful. Herb made a whole lot of money. But was this just another crazy idea or a prediction of things to come? As it turns out, this prediction may actually become reality in the year 2024. As crazy as it may seem, a company known as Zoundream is currently working on making the technology accessible to everyone. According to the company's website, Zoundream claims to have a non-invasive monitoring system that will help parents and pediatricians determine the needs of infants and toddlers. The bizarre black hole. Have you heard of the bizarre black hole? Treehouse of Horror 23 is another Simpsons episode that predicts the future accurately. The episode was released on October 7th, 2012, and it was so good that it received an Emmy nomination. There was something eerie about the storyline. In this episode, the people of Springfield gathered to witness the activation of the town's particle accelerator. But as soon as the device was turned on, 2 particles collided, creating a small black hole which floated off. This was the beginning of unimaginable horrors. After the black hole sucks up Ralph and Nelson, Lisa takes it home to keep it away from trouble. However, this turned out to be a huge mistake. Even after warning Homer and Bart not to throw anything into the hole to prevent it from getting more significant, the father and son turned a deaf ear to this warning as expected. They even opened a business to allow people to throw their junk into the black hole for just a small fee. But the more they filled the hole, the bigger it became. Soon it became so big that it started swallowing everything around it. Before you could say apotro, Springfield was lost in the belly of the beast, followed by the rest of the world. This could have been one of those predictions taken for granted until you consider one tiny detail. In January 2024, India decided to step up their space game by launching a new X-ray satellite to help broaden our understanding of the universe. Its mission is to study several cosmic bodies, including supernovae, neutron stars, and black holes. Coincidence? I don't think so. But the most critical question remains: can a black hole swallow our planet? The short answer is no. Despite the abundance of black holes in the universe, Earth is not at risk of being swallowed by one of them. This is because, at a distance, the gravitational pull of a black hole is no more compelling than a star of the same size. This means that our planet would remain in orbit even if our sun were replaced with a black hole. This means that our planet can be marked safe from this prediction of impending doom, at least for now. But even if we escaped being pulled apart, cell by cell, by a black hole, this next prediction seems destined to happen. The apocalyptic hologram technology. Over the years, The Simpsons has proven to be a reliable source of predictions, especially in science and technology. From predicting virtual reality food to the baby translator, the show has been consistent for quite some time. This next prediction takes things to a whole new level. In episode 9 of the show's 34th season, Bart is depicted as an out-of-luck musician who receives a hologram invitation from a mailman, inviting him and his band to a party. While the rest of the episode was satirical, the part about hologram tech caught many people's eyes. Holograms have existed for some time, but will they become more common and widespread? So common that mails will come as holograms? Well, HoloConnects is working on something similar to what we discussed. Meet Andre Smith, the CEO of HoloConnects, whose vision is to bring people closer no matter the distance between them. With his fantastic invention, the HoloBox, this reality could become commonplace in the present year. So how does it work? The HoloBox is built like a phone booth, displaying a full-sized holographic rendering of the person you're talking to. This technology is so advanced that conversations will feel natural, even if the person is thousands of miles away. But that's not even the craziest part. As advanced as the HoloBox is, it requires no technology. The only things you will need are electricity and an internet connection, so it's a plug-and-play system. Could this HoloBox and other hologram technology become commonplace in 2024, though? We'll have to wait and see. Thank you for watching. Let's hear your thoughts about these discoveries. Also, like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting adventures. Stay tuned for more.